Time to wake up. Listening to the Joe Show on Facebook Live. He's so real and he tells the truth. Oh, tell the truth. He's so real and he's for me and you. It's the Joe Show. It's the Joe Show.
Oh no, not another dent! Are you tired of those pesky dents? If so, call Marty's Body and Glass Shop here in Fordyce, Arkansas. That's right, Marty's offers PDR, Paintless Dent Repair, at Marty's Body and Glass. Located at 1017 Morrill Street here in Fordyce, Arkansas, let Marty's certified PDR professionals get rid of those dents and dings for you. To make an appointment for an estimate, call Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call the number 870-352-2443. That's 870-352-2443. So if you're tired of those dents and dings, give Marty a call today. They can help. Need brakes fixed, alternator replaced, oil change, tie rods, ball joints, or much more? Call Stuckey's Automotive here in Fordyce, Arkansas. With more than 30 years of experience, Stuckey's and his certified licensed mechanics knows exactly what it takes to get your vehicle back running. He's located at 409 Overpass here in Fordyce, Arkansas. Hours of operations are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. until and by appointments on Saturdays. And don't forget, Stuckey's also offers towing services. So give Stuckey's a call today at 870-250-1870. That's 870-250-1870. And remember, Stuckey's motto is, get 'em in and get 'em out. Looking for more insurance coverage? Now at Milton Insurance Agency, e-bikes and compact tractors are now acceptable. They have expanded their motorcycle program to ensure their customers that ride e-bikes or use small tractors on or off their property have the protection they need while enjoying their passion. Standalone specialized insurance has benefits not found on standard homeowners or form policies. They want to get their customers the coverage they want at a price they can afford with a specialized recreational lines policy. So, if you own an e-bike or a compact tractor and need a free quote, call 870-352-2155 or stop by 314 North Spring Street here in Fordyce, Arkansas. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. until 4:30 p.m., or you can visit them on their website. That's www.miltonins.com.
Milton Insurance, got a new car? Let Milton Insurance Agency in Fordyce make sure it's properly covered. Whether it's a shiny new ride or a pre-owned gem, we offer the best coverage to fit your needs and budget. Get the protection you deserve with personalized service from a team you can trust. See us today on Insurance Corner at 4th and Spring Street for a quick, no-hassle quote. Milton Insurance, your road to better coverage. Call 870-352-2155 today.
Insure to be sure. Milton Insurance Agency.
If your insurance is costing a fortune, it's time for a change. Welcome to Milton Insurance Agency, your local insurance experts in Fordyce, Arkansas. Whether it's home, auto, business, or life insurance, Skip and Patrick have got you covered. And that's not all. They also offer specialized coverage for e-bikes and small compact tractors. Need help with Medicare? They can assist with that too. Milton Insurance Agency has been a trusted name in our community since 1978, offering personalized service and competitive rates. Visit us at 314 North Spring Street, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. For a free estimate, call Skip or Patrick today at 870-352-2155. That's 870-352-2155. Milton Insurance Agency, your peace of mind is our priority.
You need to hear this if you're in Fordyce. From mufflers to deer stands, we do it all. Hey Fordyce, looking for more than just muffler repairs? Head over to Fordyce Muffler Shop at 1414 Highway 79, 167 Bypass. Jay and Cindy are your friendly local experts for CV axle repairs, custom deer stands, duck blinds, dog kennels, and even floating fishing piers. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Need to chat? Give us a call at 870-352-5733. We're not just a shop. We're part of the community, supporting events like Fordyce on the Cotton Belt. So come on down to Fordyce Muffler Shop, where we don't do just mufflers, we do it all. See you soon.
Are you tired of riding around in that old beat-up truck, car, or SUV? Have you had an accident, hit a deer, pothole, or something else? If so, call Marty's Body and Glass Shop here in Fordyce, Arkansas. Let Marty and his certified automotive body and related repairers make your ride look like new. Marty is a family-owned and operated business, and they care about their customers and their community. Their motto is John 3:16. So stop by for a quick estimate today. They're open Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. And they're located at 1017 Morrow Street here in Fordyce, Arkansas. You can reach them at 870-352-2443 or after hours at 870-820-1288. And remember, Marty can set you up for glass and windshield replacement as well as PDR, that's paintless dent repair. So again, that number is 870-352-2443. That's 870-352-2443. And you can also find them on Facebook. Something new at Stanfield's Fish Market. That's right, he has fresh cut deli meats. He has Cajun style turkey breast, bologna, hickory smoked turkey breast, summer sausage, ham and cheese loaf, sow, and he has holly barbecue loaf. Store hours are Tuesday through Friday, 8 o'clock a.m. until 5:30 p.m. and on Saturday, 8 o'clock a.m. until 2 p.m. Remember to get to Stanfield Fish Market, located at 710 Morton Street here in the city of Fordyce, Arkansas, or just call them at 870-352-0353. Remember, if Stanfield don't have it, he'll find a way to get it.
Attention, Dallas County. Carolyn Gamble is excited to announce her candidacy for your Dallas County Clerk. For the past 13 years, Ms. Gamble worked for the Department of Human Services, focusing on child abuse neglect investigations. This experience has given her the ability to assist families through hard times, trials, and tribulations. She is a proud graduate of Henderson State University. With a degree in human services and a double minor in sociology and criminology. She's also a co-founder of the Tri-County Seahawks Pee Wee Cheer and Football League, a community volunteer during the holidays for the youth, a crisis volunteer for the community, and much, much more. She wants you to know, if you vote for her, she will work tirelessly to ensure that our city records are accurate, organized, and accessible. Her slogan is, Gamble on Experience, you can trust. So get to the polls March 3rd, 2026 and vote Carolyn Gamble for your Dallas County Clerk. Ed paid for by Carolyn Gamble.
Shauna May of Fordyce, Arkansas is proud to announce that she is running for Dallas County Clerk. She's been a resident of Fordyce, Arkansas since 1984, and she's married to Coach Jimmy May. She's a proud graduate of the Fordyce High School class of 1989. For more than 30 years, she's dedicated herself to professional and community leadership, building a reputation for integrity, dependability, and a strong commitment to public service. For example, she's deeply involved in the Fordyce and Dallas County community, having served in numerous leadership roles, including the following: the Dallas County Fair Association, Fordyce Chambers of Commerce, Fordyce Little League, Fordyce Fall Festival Committee, Community Dinner Theater, Fordyce Leadership Program, Fordyce Civitan Club, and the list goes on and on. So, get to the polls March 3rd, 2026, and vote Shauna May for your Dallas County Clerk. And pay for it. Fordyce, Arkansas. Todd Roark is running for city mayor. He's running for mayor because he believes the community deserves leadership that listens, acts, and delivers results. For too long, we've seen challenges go unaddressed, whether it's the need for safer neighborhoods, more affordable housing, stronger local businesses, or a city government that is transparent and accessible to everyone. He's stepping forward to bring a fresh, practical approach to City Hall. He wants to focus on the issues that matters most to our residents: improving public safety, supporting our schools, strengthening infrastructure, expanding economic opportunities, and ensuring that every member of our community has a voice in the decisions that shape our future in Fordyce, Arkansas. So, come March 3rd, 2026, get to the polls and vote Todd Roark for your Fordyce City Mayor. And paid for by Todd Roark. Attention Fordyce, Arkansas. Wayne Stacy, a seasoned infrastructure professional and ordained minister, has announced his candidacy for mayor of Fordyce, Arkansas. Though a resident of Fordyce, Arkansas for just 1 year, Mr. Stacy brings over 30 years of experience in the utility and infrastructure sector, along with 2 decades of pastoral leadership in the United Pentecostal Church, credentials that reflect both practical expertise and a deep commitment to service. He's running for mayor because he believes Fordyce is ready to build on its strengths and move forward together. His campaign slogan is Building Fordyce Together with Faith, Vision, and Action.
Hello, Fordyce. My name is Wayne Stacy. I'm running to be your next mayor. I would appreciate your support and your vote on March 3rd. It's your vote, your voice, our future. It would be an honor of a lifetime to serve as your next mayor. Thank you, and may God bless you, and may God bless our city.
So remember, March 3rd, 2026, Wayne Stacy would like your vote. And paid for by Wayne Stacy. Attention, Dallas County. Chris Stanfield is announcing his candidacy for re-election for Dallas County Judge. Judge Stanfield wants the public to know that it has been a pleasure these last 3 years serving the people of Dallas County. With his extensive years of working for the state of Arkansas and the Dallas County community, he will continue to bring experience, knowledge, and expertise to the Dallas County community. He cares about the families of this great county and how things affect the county as a whole. So come March 3rd, 2026, get to the polls and vote to re-elect Chris Stanfield for your Dallas County Judge. And paid for by Chris Stanfield.
Ooh, yeah. It's time. Early in the morning. When I rise, time to wake up, listening to the Joe Show on Facebook Live. He's
rocking today. What's happening, Joe Show? What's going on? It's cold outside. Woo-wee. It's cold outside. Boy, it's cold outside. Man, what's going on with all you lovely people? What's happening with you? Good morning. I want you to say good morning. Speak up. Good morning. Y'all, we got some great topics. Man, I know right now everybody's watching. Good morning, Miss Christina Brock. Good morning, Miss Britt Williams. What's going on, Cassandra Fields? Good morning. KB, be careful on that road, girl. Oh, hey, be careful while you're driving. What's going on, Tasha Nelson? Tasha, it's so cold. It's so cold that I had a deer knock at my door this morning and ask for a blanket. That's how cold it is. Let me see you top that. How cold is it your way? But good morning to you guys. Be careful out there. What's up, Aaron Reinhardt? Good morning. Guys, we got March 3rd coming up on us pretty quick. Get to the polls and vote. That's right, guys. You got Chris Stanfield. He's running for re-election of the county judge. You got Mrs. Shauna May is running for clerk. You got Mrs. Carolyn Gamble. She's running for county clerk. You got Mr. Wayne Stacy running for mayor. You got Mr. Todd Ruark running for mayor. You got a lot of people to go in there and toss your vote. You know, go in there and make a vote, make a difference, whatever you want to do. But get out there. March 3rd is coming up. You know, and get there. Miss Rita said it's over 2 foot of snow in minus 25 degrees. Minus 25 degrees. You can't, I think we're sitting at like 9 degrees this morning, if I'm not mistaken. But man, they did a great job on the highway areas. But we got the city part going through the little back roads and all that. The city area of downtown, they did a great job clearing that off. But I mean, it's these back roads, man, you know, back in the back neighborhoods and everything. Those roads are awful, you know, and so that's the problem. If you get to the city, you can ride around good. If you get on the highway, you can go pretty good. But watch out for black ice this morning. If you're on the highway, if you're traveling, just because that bridge, it look like it's clear, it may not be clear because it's so cold. It could be black ice. You know, black ice is probably one of the most dangerous things early in the morning. So be careful out there. Don't drive like a bat out of hell, as they say. Make sure you drive decent. Don't trail nobody too close, because if you have to hit your brakes, you're not going to stop on black ice. You're going to keep on going. That's right. Simple as that. So, hey, guys, it's so great to see everybody this morning. I know people are laid up in the bed, all nestled up with your pillows and your blankets and checking out the Joe Show. But to you individuals that's out there driving, be safe, be careful, and watch for the police. Police still give tickets. They don't care if it's cold or not. They still write you a ticket. So be safe out there, guys. We got a great show this morning. We got some great topics this morning to discuss, and we'll need you guys' help on. So if you're watching the show and I haven't said your name and you said good morning, say good morning again so I can say good morning to you. Man, it's so good to be on. But once again, guys, I want to discuss something. I get a lot of tags, get a lot of things from people, and I don't guess a lot of people understand the process of the advertising on the Joe Show. I think some people think they just send it to me and I just announce it. There is a fee to advertise. All those ads that you see running on the Joe Show, it's a fee for that. And you know, I'm not, you know, I have the same way you would go if you go to a radio station, the same thing you would do if you go to the newspaper advocate, you have to pay a fee. So I get a ton of people tagging me in different posts, and look, I have to keep the lights on here. It's a lot of work going into making those ads and getting that stuff on social media, and that's why I appreciate the people that advertise with me. You know, I appreciate the candidates that reached out to me to get the word out, because people do watch social media and people do watch the Joe Show. Whether they click on it and watch it currently while it's on live, or they may watch it later. So it's great to advertise on social media. It's great. But hey, get with me. You know, contact me if you need some advertising. Let's get it done. Whether it be a donation, whether it be, you know, you paying me. I'm serious. You know, the same way You can't just walk up in Walmart and grab nothing for free and come out. I mean, and the way I've always looked at it, and I'm gonna see, do you guys agree with me when I say this? What's going on, Miss Arnetta Bronson? Good to see you. I'm gonna see you guys. People who know you do something and they know you charge, they know you do it. To me, it's almost like they don't respect what you do when they try to get you to do it for free. That's all I'm saying. You know, and it may not be that way. Maybe they say, well, you know, he's a nice guy, maybe he'll do it. I gotta pay bills. I gotta pay internet bills. This setup that you see, it costs money. And so that's why I charge for advertising. And guys, it's legit. I have a tax ID. I filed my taxes on the Joe Show. Everything. This is not nothing I play with. This is nothing that you looking at, you just getting on and saying, well, hey, he just messing around. No, this is a business. I have a tax ID. I run it. I file taxes every year with the Joe Show. You know, simple as that. You can call Liberty Taxes and ask them. They'll tell you. I mean, this is legit. So if you need an invoice, I got invoices for you. Whatever. So respect it as though I respect your business. So if you need advertising, you see the number right there. Call me, hit me up. You know, let me serve you. Let me be able to put the information out there for you, and let's do it the right way. And it's not, I mean, this is kind of like being at church when the preacher preaches, you think he talking about you. No, I get a ton of inboxes of flyers, and will you tell this on the show? Will you do it? So if you've done it, it's not just you, it's a lot of people do that, and they do it a lot. And without even contacting me, they won't even say, hey man, what's your fee? You know, you announce this, and many times I've told people, just make a donation and I'll get the word out there for you. But some people don't even want to do that. They don't even want to do that. And so it's kind of like, I should just do it. So I appreciate you. If you would reach out to me and do it the right way, let's get it going. Let's get it done. All the way from Youngstown, Ohio, Miss Rita Tate. Miss Rita said it's minus 24 degrees there. Good morning, Stephanie Sherman. How you doing? What's going on with you, Karen Smith? Good morning. So good to see you. You know, guys, y'all got a lot of stuff. Y'all got a lot of stuff to go get from the store this morning, but you better sit down until it's about 12 noon, then it's going to warm up. The high today, Fordyce, Arkansas high today will be a high of 42 degrees, if I'm not mistaken. It'll be a high of 42 degrees. 44, actually, it'll be almost 50 degrees today, so it's fixing to be a lot of snow melt. And listen, guys, go to the car wash as soon as you're able and wash that salt from underneath your vehicle. That salt will ruin your mufflers and all of that. Get underneath there. I mean, if you have to go to somewhere that sprays underneath your vehicle, get that salt from underneath your cars. It will ruin your vehicle up underneath it. It'll rust it out. It'll rust out your tailpipes. It'll mess up your mufflers. Wash that salt off your vehicles, you know, when you get an opportunity to do that. All right, guys, let's get into it, guys. Any birthdays? Anybody got some birthdays this morning? What's up, Stephanie? Stephanie said, I'm okay. How about you? I'm doing good. Karen, you doing good too, I'm assuming. Todd, good morning, my brother. Hey, thank you so much, Todd. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Hey, Todd. Hey, man, yesterday, that poor fella was in bad shape, wasn't he? He didn't know. He didn't know whether he was coming or going. But we got him out. We got him out the bitch. We got him out. But, man, it's so good to see you guys this morning. Let's get into it. Let's get into it, guys. Go ahead on. Click that like button while you're watching. Click that share button. Then, you know, after the show is over with, if you don't want to be getting all those updates, just delete the show. But share it right now, guys, because we're going to talk about our topics that's coming up. And, guys, also, yesterday evening, guess what I had to do? I had to fix a busted pipe outside. That's right, the pipe that's out there by my boat. I have a pipe that I wash fish with. Well, I had it covered. I guess I didn't have it covered good enough. Man, that joker busted on me. I hear water running in the house. I'm like, what is that? Go out there, water going everywhere. So, you know, man, if you got some outside lines, make sure you got them covered good, because they're not going to bust when it's the coldest part of the day. Watch today. Host Building Supply is going to be packed, because when these pipes start throwing out, they finna start popping like balloons. They will not burst when it's at the coldest point. But when they start thawing out and that ice trying to move in those lines, you finna have some issues. So that's what you gotta do. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, Mr. Jeff Michael Boy? Good morning to you. My birthday is tomorrow. Cassandra Fields, happy birthday to you. Everybody tell Cassandra Fields happy birthday on tomorrow. Cassandra will be 22 years old. 22 years old. Good. Hey, great birthday coming up, Miss Cassandra Fields. Come on in, girl. Happy birthday to you. Aaron says, I hope you have a magnificent day. All right. Any more birthdays? Any more anniversaries? If not, guys, we're going to be pushing on to our first topic because I want to get in here and get out of here. All right. We got Bria Williams says, happy birthday to you, Miss Cassandra Fields. Also, Tasha Nelson says, happy birthday. Miss Christina Brock says, happy birthday. That's right. So, also, anybody else? Any kids? Anybody got somebody that's turning, a certain age today? Or, I don't know. If you do, let us know. If not, we're pushing on. Let's get into our topic. If you're ready for topic number 1, I need you to say ready. I need you to say ready. I need you to say ready. Ready. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Topic number 1. Hey, look, we finna go ahead and do topic number 1. Let's go ahead and get it out the way. Woman writes, Joe, I've been married for 2 years. My husband drives big trucks state to state. He be gone 2 weeks at a time. When he gets back, he be so tired that he doesn't even want to make Whoopi. Y'all know what Whoopi is. I hope y'all know what Whoopi is. He be so tired he don't even want to make Whoopi. He be home for 2 days and then back on the road he goes. I have prepared dinner and dressed sexy and everything, but he will not do anything but sleep. He's a good husband when it comes to finances, but he's not when it comes to this. He said, I put too much focus on it and I need to just let it happen. My question is this, Joe Show. What is going on? I've told him how I feel, but still nothing. Should I wait him out? Is this a big enough problem to threaten to leave him over? Your thoughts. What about it, Pocket King? What about it, y'all? She said he drive big truck state to state. Said when he get home, he's so tired, he don't want to make Whoopi. He don't want to do nothing but sleep. And said she's talked to him about it. He was like, look, you putting too much emphasis on this. Let it happen. Let me rest. Let it happen. And she was like, man, is something going on? What's happening here? What's happening here? All right, let's get into this. We got Miss Williams says, boy, he got some women on the road. Uh-oh. Miss Williams said, he got some women on the road. Okay, let's see what Tasha says. He on the road door. Oh, Lord. All right, we got Aaron saying a lot of lizards. Let me move this banner out the way right here, guys, so I can speak good. Okay, there we go. What do you guys think? Let me read it again. Let me read this one more time. I want y'all to hear it out real good. I've been married for 2 years, Joe. My husband drives big trucks state to state. He be gone 2 weeks at a time. When he get back, he be so tired that he doesn't even want to make Whoopi. He be home for 2 days and then back on the road again he goes. I have prepared dinner before him. I've dressed sexy. I did everything. But he will not do anything but sleep. He's a good husband when it comes to finances, but he's not when it comes to this. He said, I put too much focus on it and I need to just, like Damon said on Friday, don't fight it. Let it happen. Say, I need to just let it happen. My question is this, Joe Show. What is going on here? I've told him how I feel, but still nothing. Should I wait on him? Is this a big enough problem to threaten to leave him over? Your thoughts. Your thoughts. Okay, KB. All right. Be careful. I'm glad you made it. I'm happy for you, girl. I was nervous. All right. So far. Hold on. Let's see. I like to see when the fellas come in. I love to see when the fellas come in. Maurice said, man, always truck drivers. He may be hustling hard for the company, or could be whatever everybody else is saying. So, hey, Maurice, I like that because he used to be a truck driver. Maurice used to be on the road. And so he's a man always to truck drivers. So, my thing about it is this right here. You knew what this man was doing when you got with him and everything. He been driving trucks for a long time. Obviously, maybe if this is something that just started, because you know you sound like he's been doing this you've been married for 2 years. This man been driving trucks a while. So I don't want to automatically just say he got somebody out there, but I want to say this is maybe he's going through some type of health problem. Talk to him about that. It could be anything. It could be he's not able to, right? It could be something health-wise going on. And yes, it could possibly be that somebody's out there, draining him. I hate to say it like that. But he may not have nothing left. We never know. Something just not right about that. But they do be tired. And, he wasn't tired in the beginning. If he wasn't tired in the beginning of the relationship, when he was driving truck, was changed. Because you married him, you married him, you've been married for 2 years, something had to have changed. So go back and evaluate that. Look at the fact that you was married to him, you've been married to him for 2 years. You've been married to him for 2 years. Go back, evaluate that, and see how y'all relationship was in those 2 years. In the beginning, he was driving trucks then. Was he too tired then? If he wasn't too tired then, there's something else going on. Let's see what Tasha Nelson has to say. Tasha, for real though, I've talked to a truck driver and he told me he wasn't married. I believe him because he spent a lot of time with me until I started digging. I found out he had a whole wife. He left a woman, but I left him for lying. Woo, boy! Man, just be honest. Be honest. Just be honest. That's one of them situations where, hey Tasha, how did there had to be a reason why you start digging. Why you start digging to find out, because like sometimes in the beginning of a relationship you don't be digging. You don't dig in the beginning. You start. Did he start saying doing something crazy? What made you say, let me check this cat out? Or is that just something you do with in your relationships? Because there are some women who run background checks on their boyfriends. There's some women who do credit checks on. I'm serious. There's some women out there who want to check things out. A lot of them sleep. They smell their boyfriend's feet while they sleep. I'm sorry. I don't know where that. Ooh, girl, his feet smell bad. Girl, his feet smell bad. I smelled his feet when he was sleeping. Let him go. He ain't no good, girl, if his feet stink. All right, let's get it in. But in a situation like that, man. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me see what Tasha says. Tasha says, because when he was supposed to be here, he had to suddenly fix stuff. And I never did go to his house because his home base was here. Got you. I got you. So he was running that game. He was running all the game. As Pop said on Friday. And his wife said, your Pop's got all the game. But yeah, just be mindful out there that A lot of guys are lying in relationships like that because they don't want to lose you. They feel like if you knew what's going on, you won't talk to them, so they'll lie. They'll just lie to you. That's what that be. That's exactly what that be. So my answer to you would be, nah, don't leave your husband because you've been married to him for 2 years. You need to evaluate what's going on. You need to sit him down again, find out if it's medically, find out if it's something happening down there medically that he may need some help with. Also, if you had a big whoopee life in the beginning of the marriage where y'all been married for 2 years and he been on the road, and now all of a sudden he's not touching you, something could be going on. Another woman could be involved. So it's so many things, but I don't want to just tell you to leave your man because he ain't making whoopee to you or whatever. But it does play a big part in the relationship, you know. So when it come down to being on the road, and I'm gonna tell you this, and you guys can put 100% up if you agree with me on this. Man, when you start a relationship with somebody, I'm gonna tell you now, if you are, then how can I say this? I wouldn't want, if I was a single man, I don't want nobody in no traveling relationship. If I was a single man, I don't want no woman who's a traveling nurse. I don't want you because you're going to be gone all the time. I don't want you. And women, y'all ought to feel the same way. If you got a man and he's a traveling truck driver or a traveling set, you shouldn't want no relationship. If you want I'll put it to you like this. If you're a woman and you want a man who travels all the time and be gone all the time, that's because you got stuff you want to do too. Because I don't care what nobody say. If you love somebody and you want to be with somebody, you don't want them up and down the street all the time and gone. I don't want a woman to be gone all the time, traveling with all these different people and all. So some women. So good morning, Cheryl. What's up, sis? So if you enjoy that life of traveling and being gone for 2 and 3, I don't even want to be the man that have to travel and be gone 2 and 3 weeks at a time. I don't want to be gone like that. I don't want to be gone and I don't want no woman that's gonna be gone all the time like that. If you comfortable with having a woman that be gone all the time, something wrong. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, am I hitting on something right? You know, are you okay? Let me just ask this question, and y'all can just put a simple yes or no. Are you okay with your significant other being gone 2 and 3 weeks at a time if they had a job? Are you okay with that? That's the question I just want. And all I want you to do is put yes. And I'm not talking about the situations or the circumstances. I'm just saying, are you okay with that? That's the question, Miss Phyllis Caldwell. You're in a marriage, you're in a relationship. Are you okay with your man or your woman being gone 2 to 3 weeks at a time, and then they come home and be with you for 2 days and then they leave again? Are you okay with that? That's just a simple question. Yes or no. Yes or no. I got almost 40 people watching. I know we got more than that can say no or yes. All right. So we got the no's coming in. You shouldn't, I mean, no. No, I don't want, nah, no. A lot of time, and like I just said a few minutes ago, Reg, like I just said, if you okay with that, that's because you got something going on yourself. Girl, I don't care about my husband. My husband be gone for months. If you okay with that, to me, that's a problem. That's a problem. Nah, I ain't cool with that. And I know some people will watch this and some people will be, and I don't care if a woman can be gone that long from her husband, she got another husband somewhere. If a man can be gone that long from his wife, he got another wife somewhere. Because one thing about that, you need that intimacy home with you. I'm just keeping it real. Let me see what my sis says. Shell says, I need my man with me on a constant quality time is imperative. My man is in logistics. I made it clear to him when we were dating that I don't date men that travel over the road weeks at a time. That's what I'm talking about. Make it plain. Don't get caught up in all what they look like or if they look good and you be like, well, you know, I'm cool with it, girl. He fine, girl. He look good. I don't care if he is on the road. Go on and say you don't care because you're going to be crying in about another year or two. You're going to be crying why he always go. He ain't never at home, yo. Everybody asks you, girl, where your man? He in China. Hey. Forget that. I don't want no traveling nurse. If I was a single man and you a traveling nurse and you don't want to give up your time, nah. You can go get a job at a hospital and work as a nurse, but you want to keep traveling? No, you got a boyfriend named Chung Wak Fak Fat. You got a boyfriend in China named Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee. Nah, we ain't riding like that. Let's get it in. We got to get to our second topic, guys. Tell me how you're ready for the second topic. I need, while you're sitting there watching the Joe Show, I need you to do like this. Put your hands up in the air. Wave them around like you just don't care. Go in the bathroom, comb your nappy hair. Brush your teeth and say you better beware. It's 7:32 on the clock. It's time for me to go to question number 2. Let's rock. Let me see your bobby to the left. Let me see your bobby to the right. Let me see you jig like this. Let me see you pump your fist. Let's get it in, Joe Show. I see y'all over there. I see some people grooving. I see some people. Look at y'all. I see y'all. Y'all grooving. Okay. Let's get it in. Good morning, Janice Alexander. Good to see you. Let's get it. Let's go. Topic number 2. I love this one. Let's get it in. Topic number 2, woman rights. Joe, my fiance and I have been dating for only 2 years. When I got ready to move in with him, he told me I can come, but my 18-year-old daughter can't move in. She's in college and she stays home time to time, but he said if I move in with him, due to how she dress and walk around in the house, she can't live with him. Joe, my mother told me to leave this man because of that comment. She said he's telling you he's going to do something, and that's why I need to get from around him. She said he should be able to take whatever my daughter does if she lives with us, and if he can't, that means he's weak and would do anything. Joe, do my mom have a point? Should I evaluate my relationship with him, or is he right? Woo, child! This man said, if you move in with me, the way your 18-year-old daughter dress and the way she walk around your house, she can't live with me like that. I don't want her living with me like that. She can't come there like that. She can't roll like that. She can't be like that. I can't take that. So she went to her mom and was like, Mom, you know, Oscar told me, I don't know if it's a guy named Oscar or not, told me that he I can move in with him, but he don't want me to bring Shakukla. Shakukla can't come. But baby, why Shakukla can't come? Because he said the way she be walking around the house and everything, and she can't come in this house dressing like that, being like that, rolling like that, acting like that. He can't do that. And the mama said, baby, don't be with him. He got a problem if he can't take that. So what do you guys think? Is it a red flag? Is mama right? Mama said he's supposed to be able to take anything or whatever. What do you guys think in a situation like this? Is that man right? The man saying what he don't want in his house? He's saying, look, do that mean that he gonna fool with your daughter? Do that mean, what do that mean? What this man have observed something in this woman's house with her daughter. He's been going there. Now she's finna move in with him. But he's been going, so he's observed how she dresses, how she walk around her mom's house. He said she can't come to his house like that. Do that mean he's a perv? Do that mean that he may do something to her daughter? What do you think? Does that make him? Well, I got a question. I'm going to answer this. Do that mean if a young lady is coming to my house and she's dressed provocative and she is showing off this and showing off that, and my wife see this, it's my wife's responsibility to correct that. If I have to go to my wife and tell my wife, look, you need to go to her, do that make me a pervert because I done said something to my wife about it? No, it don't. So, maybe it's just a sign of respect. Maybe he want her to respect his house. Maybe he want her to respect his house, and maybe he don't want her walking around like that. I know it's sometimes, you know, and I'm gonna say this, I do give a big responsibility to men when they fool with stepkids or they wife, daughter. It's a big responsibility on a man, because my thing is this: I'm a 100% male. If you're a woman, if you got teenage daughters, you can be. I'm not finna fool with your little stinking daughters. I ain't finna fool with them. But at the same time, all that sole responsibility do fall on that adult male, because the adult male, we are supposed to be able to take whatever they dish out, but you don't take it without correction. Can I get an amen? You don't take it without correction. If you walk around my house with me and you a teenage girl and you got your drawers out and showing and you got your breast hang, I'm finna tell you right in front of your mama, because I'm correcting you, does that make me a pervert? No, it don't. And women, you should be correcting your daughter in the first place. You should be telling your daughter, don't walk around the house like that. Don't walk around him like that. Don't put that man in a situation like that. That's where it coming, and because the man say something about it, that makes him a pervert. Because the man say something about it, that make him be a bad. No, that don't make him to be a bad person. It makes, that's what the man said he wanted in his house. He don't want her walking around in the house half naked in front of him. That don't mean he gonna fool with him. He may not even want that. He don't want that. So, and to be honest with you, he shouldn't even have to tell the woman that. The woman should be seeing how her daughter is walking around, and she should pull her daughter in the room and say, look, get your tail in there and put some clothes on. Don't walk around that man like that. Okay, let me go up. I gotta go up. Tasha said he might not fool with her, but he's definitely been looking at her. Okay, we got Aaron says, if that statement doesn't bother the mom has the problem. Okay, we got Cassandra Fields says, it may make him feel uncomfortable because a man is going to look. We got eyes. We definitely got eyes. We got Miss Williams. Miss Brill says, some men may not want the issue that may come with that. My dad raised me. He was the best father, but I still never walked around my house any kind of way. But I do think he may not be wanting her to move in versus just setting the boundaries may be a problem. And it should, and you're right, Miss Bria. Setting boundaries should not, it shouldn't be a problem setting boundaries in your house. It shouldn't be a problem setting boundaries in your house. If a woman moves in with you, man, and she bring her daughter with her, and if you can't tell her in some cases, if you go to the woman and you tell the woman, look, your daughter walking around here in her underwear, her bra on, I don't need that. Will you please not tell your daughter, don't do that, you know. Now what you got on your mind? That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong when you attack that man because that man telling you that don't put your daughter around him like that. Get with your daughter, women. What, you scared to tell your daughter something? What? Okay, we got Michelle says, one word, respect. Respect on both sides, though. I agree that the man has been upfront and said, listen, your daughter dresses inappropriate. I don't see a red flag there. That is very inappropriate. Mom should definitely have a serious conversation with daughter. There are definitely boundaries. That doesn't make him a pervert. But personally, for me, I would not move in. Just keep eyes wide open. There we go. And I mean, you know, good morning, Miss Teresa Johnson. Good to see you. I mean, hey, look. We say men are going to look. We are. You got eyes, you're going to see. If I live with you and your daughter walk out in front of me with her drawers and her bra on, I'm going to look. You going to look. I got eyes, you going to see. You make, girl, you going to be like, what the hell? What the hell? You be watching TV, she come out walking through there, what the hell? You can see. You can see. And so you got somebody walking out like that, then you say something to the wife, then she think you looking. I am looking at her because I can see. I got eye. If I wasn't looking at her, I wouldn't be able to tell you what she got on. Now if I tell you the size of her drawers in the tag, what it say on the tag, I'm gonna look a little too hard. I'm looking a little too hard then, if I can tell you that. But at the same time, women, check your daughters. You know how your daughter walking around, and I'm gonna tell you, women who raising young girls, you know how your daughters walk around the house. Your daughters because especially if you're a single woman and you don't have a man at home, and you letting your daughter parade. I would say it's best for you not to even let them parade around the house like that, even if you don't have a man, because it'll set the standard. It'll set the standard. It will definitely set the standard. It'll make that girl understand, if my mom don't want me walking around like this when just her at home, if she got a man here, she definitely not gonna want me to walk around. It's all about respect. We got Jeff says, I can see both sides. Maybe this man is seeing the daughter acting in a non-Christian manner and does not approve of her dress. Maybe he's afraid the daughter going to try and accuse him. That's a good point, Mr. Jeff. He may be trying to set an example. I got you. Good comment, Mr. Jeff. Michelle says, I agree with you, Joe. Question, who has been purchasing these clothes? Women. We must teach our daughters self-respect. Amen. Good morning, Nicole McGee. An 18-year-old is not grown. I couldn't move in with a man and leave my 18-year-old to make it on her own. We as parents must do better. Great comment, Michelle. Also, we got Shell says, I always require robes when you leave out of the bedroom. No exceptions. Man, set a standard in your house. That's all you got to do. I think the world is so busy. Everybody is so busy going to and fro that they forget about respect. And almost to the point when your kids get older, a lot of times we tend to say, well, they got it now. Just imagine you teaching a young girl how to drive a car. And she's 14 years old. And you got your hands on the steering wheel and you helping her drive. Just listen to what I'm saying. You got your hands on the steering wheel and you helping your 13, 14-year-old teaching them how to drive. You got your hands on the steering wheel. And you go on for years, but all while they just can't get it. They just can't get it. But you got your hands on the steering wheel. You're making sure they don't have any accidents. You're making sure they don't hit nothing. They get to be 16, you still got your hands on the steering wheel. They get to be 17, you still sitting over there, keep having to grab the steering wheel. They turn 18, you say, well, they got it now. They got it now. They're 18 years old. Just because they 18, that doesn't mean they got it. You take your hands off the steering wheel just because, remember, just because they 18, they still could be sitting back there in a 12-year-old mindset. So sometimes you still got to keep your hands on the steering wheel a little bit longer. That'll preach. That'll preach, Doc. Sometimes you got to keep your hands. See, that's a sermon to all you ministers and evangelists out there. That's a sermon right there. Sometimes you got to keep your hands on the steering wheel a little bit longer. Because they may be 18, but they still may be in a 12 or 13-year-old mindset. So don't take your hands off the steering wheel just yet. Sometimes as parents, we got to keep driving a little bit longer. Sometimes we got to keep driving a little bit longer. Some of us have been driving for years, and we're still driving. Some of you are driving, and the reason why your youngsters are still here is because you still driving. Y'all better preach. Hey, that'll preach, boy. That'll preach. Write that down. Write that down. Write that down, evangelicals. That'll preach right there, Doc. That'll preach. You know, never stop being in other words, never stop being a parent. I don't care how old your kid get, you demand respect in your house. I don't care how grown they get, you demand respect. If you do, I promise you, it'll follow you a long way. If you got rules, if you got standards in your home, I don't care how grown they get, you respect it. And I promise you, they will respect you for it. In the long run, they'll look back and they'll be like, man, you know, I remember one time my boys was outside playing with some more boys. And, you know, sometimes you question, you know, I wonder if what I'm doing getting through to my kids, if they paying attention. And I remember they was outside, and I remember a kid said something or done something, and I remember my oldest son looked at him and said, man, y'all do that there, man. My old man don't put up with that. That did my heart some good, because that let me know that my son was listening to me. When he said, you make it do that there, but man, my old man don't put, he ain't rolling like, he don't roll like that. We don't do that here. So that let me know that what I was doing, something I was doing was working, because it was getting his attention, to the fact that he'll tell another young man, we don't do that here at this house, because my dad don't put up with that. That's when you know, man, never stop parenting. Parenting is hard. Parenting is not an easy job. That's why God didn't give parenting to a lot of people, because he knew they couldn't handle it. But if you got kids, that meant God knew you could handle what's being thrown at you. Think of it that way. Not everybody can be a parent, you know, and so it's hard. It is not an easy job being a parent. And I commend you, you know, women out there, single mothers. I commend you, single men. I commend couples raising kids. And right now in 2026, raising kids, bruh, I know it's hard, because all the things that you got to face, all of the things they got to face, you know, all of the issues and things surrounding them is totally different than what we faced growing up as young men and young women. We didn't face a lot of these different issues. Our kids are so wrapped up into the political scene now that it's hard on them, and they coming home not knowing what they are, not knowing what they should be, not knowing what they're supposed to do, is because they're watching us adults fight it out live on television, live on Facebook, live on Instagram, live on TikTok. They're watching us adults fight it out, and these young people are growing up not knowing what to do. So as a parent, you got to give them that direction. You got to be able to show them how it should be. If you don't do that, your kid will be lost. If you don't give them that guidance, that leadership, your kid will be lost. Don't be afraid to parent. It's going to piss them off sometime when you telling them no. It's going to make them mad at you sometime when you tell them to respect somebody. It's going to make them upset when you say, no, you can't go here. But guess what? You stand your ground, 10 toes down, you still be a parent. Because guess what? Being a parent is not going to always make them feel good. If your kids are always happy because you a parent, then something ain't getting done right. Because you going to make them mad sometime, and they're going to be upset. And you give them something to think about. Be a parent. Be a parent, and to people around you, be a village. Because if the kid can leave mama and go to uncle or go to grandpa or go to grandma and get something totally done what mama and daddy gonna do, that's not a village. What you are is a crutch to that kid, and you're gonna hurt the parent. Simple as that. You're gonna hurt the parent. And I tell anybody, the first thing out of of an uncle mouth, a sister mouth, a grandma mouth, the first thing out their mouth should be what your mama say, what your daddy say. That should be the first thing come out of their mouth. It shouldn't be calling the mama, calling the daddy, or calling them saying, trying to convince them to do it. They should be, what did your mama say? That's a village. Now that kid is gonna feel like, hey, everybody on the same team. I know I gotta do the right thing. 100. Because sometimes you have grandparents like my mom and them put up with stuff with my kids that they didn't put up with me. And that's what grandparents got to realize sometimes, that you're putting up with something with your grandkid that you didn't even put up with your own kids. And a lot of grandparents don't be thinking about that. And they be damaging your relationship with your child, and they don't even have an idea they doing it, because they thinking that's my grandbaby, because they guess what, they know they don't have to live there. So, just like Mr. Stager said, they don't need a best friend, they need a parent. Exactly, Mr. Stacy. They don't need a best friend. My boys, I love my boys, but my boys wasn't my best friends. Because guess what? The reason you don't want to be your best friend to your kids, when your kids look at folks go to my mama, my best friend, my dad, and that's horrible. Because you're gonna have to get in their tail sometime. You're gonna have to correct them sometimes. Best friends, they don't want to hear that from somebody that they think is cool with them or whatever. Don't let your kids walk around calling you nicknames, and you demand respect. You want respect. Calling you bruh and all that kind of stuff. And you letting your kids say bruh to you, hey bruh this and all. You letting your kids talk like that? Really? Because what happened, they're going to embarrass you when you get in an environment where you don't want to be embarrassed. That's what kids do. They'll do it in an environment where you don't want to be embarrassed. That's what they're going to do with it. I don't know what led me to that, but that's why I ended up being today. So you just want respect. If the young lady, I don't believe this man got nothing bad on his mind. This man just telling you, I see the way your daughter walk around your house. She will not walk around my house like that. Don't look at that man like he's a perv or anything. If that man don't want your 18-year-old walking, he said, and you can easily fix this, and you can tell this man this, I will make sure she don't do that. Because that's what he said. He said, because she walks around your house with barely nothing on, she can't come here like that. So what you should do as a woman, you shouldn't get with this man and say, I will ensure that she will not come to your house like that. And you get with your daughter. If your daughter got a problem with it, your daughter needs to stay on over there at your house then. Because if she say, I can walk around how I want to, then you got an issue. So my thing about it is, you listen to what that man say. And you ensure that man that your daughter, and you get that man's back. That's the man that you finna marry, you engage, you his fiance. You finna listen to what the man is telling you. Because guess what? The way he may tell your daughter, it may not come out that way. Because remember, he's telling you this, not your daughter. He may tell your daughter in a whole nother kind of way. So he's doing the right thing. He's telling you that your daughter can't come stay with him, walking around and dressing the way she dressed at his house. He came to you and told you that. You got to respect that. You got to respect that. All right, we got Aaron says, David and Days in 3 and 4 always will say, no, don't call mom. She will say no. They already know they ain't gonna do it. There it is. We got Michelle. I'm a supportive Nana. It takes a village to raise these children. I love my grandchildren. I requires yes ma'am and no ma'am. Exactly. Unfortunately, lots of these new parents doesn't require that. That says it's okay to say yeah, no. That infuriates me. Teach them yes ma'am, no ma'am, please, and thank you. I love that. I love that because you're so right. All this yeah and no, what? We'll roll like that here at our house with our grandkids. When our grandkids here, if KB call them and they say what, or she say what, ma'am, we require yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, and there's nothing wrong with that. Man, I'm telling you this. That stuff goes so far as getting jobs. That stuff, respect goes. So you be wondering why come your kids ain't working and can't even hold one job because they mouth is so disrespectful. And believe me, it starts when you start teaching them the simple yes ma'am, no ma'am, no sir, yes sir. You know, please or thank you, could you please or will you? I can tell just as good on the job when I even work with certain people. I can tell when they haven't even had that in their upbringing. You can just tell. I was taught, guys, on a job, even a job I worked on, we called each other Mr. and Mrs. We did it so the kids can learn how to do it. You know, if I see you, I'm like, hey, Miss Michelle. That's why still today I'm like Miss Michelle, Mr. Wayne, because I've been brought up that way. It's a sign of respect because I demand, if I give you respect, then I demand that same respect back. It's all about respect. Love you guys. Guys, if you enjoyed the Joe Show, guys, you want to donate to the Joe Show, cash sign, Joe Show Brazil. Cash sign, Joe Show Brazil. I appreciate you guys. Remember, guys, coming up, election time, March 3rd. Get to the polls and vote. We got some candidates. You've seen the advertising on the beginning of the show. And remember, guys, to advertise with the Joe Show, all you got to do, guys, get in touch with me. 870-250-0411. I can get the word out there about your events and let them know what's going on. There is a fee. Reach out to me. I love you. Guys, if you woke up this morning, you won.